Hello, everyone. Hello, welcome. Welcome back to another Friday for another week of option selling here in our channel. I'm gonna wait a little bit so everyone can join. Just right here. How are you guys doing today? Hello, Erman. Hello. Welcome, welcome. Hello, Funny Toro. Hello. Is it winter in Brazil? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Currently, right now is around 18 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit. I don't remember how much that is. Um, but yeah, you can hear by my voice a little bit that I'm still a little bit sick. Um, but yeah, the winter here doesn't last too long. It's just that it is a drastic drop in temperature, so everyone usually gets sick. Let's see if this works better. There we go. Much better. Excuse me. So how's everyone doing this week? I saw we had some wins. I saw Erman had a profitable week as well. Before everyone already, as we wait for people to join, let me remind you here in Discord. Let me actually pull it up so you guys can see. We have our tracker where everyone that is participating with us can join and write down their profit or losses for the month, and we're gonna try to eventually, when everyone has more money, to beat the guys from stock options. Of course, right now these guys are making over 20k, I think 25k in premium, so we should start slow. By the end of the year, I think we will have more than 2k in monthly premiums, so I'm excited to see these numbers grow together. This month started a little bit on the worst side, mainly because I had a huge loss. We've got that huge loss last week, 2 weeks ago, of $390, I think it was. So that was a bummer a little bit. Hello, James. How are you? Welcome to the stream. But yeah, we're slowly picking up these losses. I think in a month or so we will be back at the point that we were. So mainly what I wanted to cover today, last week there was no trade. I was traveling. As you might know from a couple of live streams ago, I bought a new car. I'm trying to sell my motorcycle. My days of being a rider are over now that I have a baby. We need a better vehicle, so I made a little bit of a travel, a road trip with the car. We went to see my grandparents because they didn't know about the news, so hence why we didn't open any positions last week. I was on my phone, but we had very bad internet connection for the live stream as well. So this week we're gonna be trading, even though I don't necessarily like the conditions that we have. I'm gonna show that to you right here. We have a very not profitable, actually. We have some bad weeks here because of the low volatility that we are experiencing. So let me actually pull up the block. So we can take a look at volatility before we look at the options on SyncQuote. Yeah, volatility is very low across the board. Crypto, stocks, options, forex, yeah, everything has been almost stagnant. This week Ethereum has been lateral. It has been a while since I saw this, and usually what it means is that eventually we will see some burst in volatility. And this is bad because if it is a burst in volatility towards our strike, we get a huge loss again. So we're trying to avoid these huge losses again. We're trying to play it safe until we go back to all-time highs in our portfolios, and then we can start to chase higher premiums like we were doing before, like 2%, 2.5%, depending on volatility, of course. So, excuse me. Let me go back again here to the desktop and camera. You can see right here both Bitcoin and Ethereum's volatility right now. I shorted into the 3 months period so we can have a better, we can see it a little bit better here on the charts. And you can see that the 7 days are very low. We're looking at 42%-ish for Bitcoin and 45%-ish for Ethereum, and this is ATM, so at the money. We're looking at these sort of volatilities, and they both went to mid 30s, both here and here. Yeah, mid 30s for Ethereum and Bitcoin, which is incredible. If you followed the course that I did, if you know my strategy, I usually don't sell anything under 50. Under 50, I don't sell anything. I just much rather wait it out, because if IV spikes, let's say for example right here, it was 46, and then in a matter of 4 days it got to 60, almost 60, yeah, 63. Okay, so in a matter of just a few days it got from 46 to 63. If let's say we sold a call and Bitcoin spiked towards my call, even by being a little bit further from let's say Bitcoin was at 27,000 and I sold a 30k and I was green, Bitcoin spiked in IV and it went to 29,000, so still 1k away from the 30k that I sold, but my option would be in the red, for sure will be in the red, mainly because of IV. So the extrinsic value would grow, it would inflate very fast, because IV adds or takes away extrinsic value from the option itself. It's kind of like a balloon, so it kind of bloats a lot, and then it kind of deflates when IV goes down. So this is what we're trying to avoid, for us to find these bad opportunities. This is actually a good opportunity for people to get ready for a spike in volatility. So let's say you have some capital on our Discord server for SyncQuote. We have some guys that do prepare for volatility spikes. So what they do, they buy calls and they buy puts. They create a straddle, pretty much. A straddle, if you don't know, is when you buy two at the money options. One is a put, and one is a call. This creates pretty much a V shape in the. Let me actually put it up right here. This is the straddle right here. So you buy the long call and the long put. This creates you're betting on volatility to increase. What it could happen is that the strategy will be profitable on the upside and on the downside of the asset. So you would have two break-evens, which would be decided by the ranges that you chose. Let's say the 2 points that you chose minus the premium itself that you are collecting. So you have infinite upside, and you have almost infinite upside because the underlying asset can still go to zero. So you have zero as a maximum cap. but it is a very profitable strategy for you to open when we're talking about low IV settings, which is what we have right now. So there's a lot of people on Discord, on SyncQuote's Discord, that are already doing this just so they can prepare. There we go. I forgot to turn on the camera right here, so you guys were not seeing me. So what I'm gonna be doing is I'm not gonna open a straddle. Unfortunately, we're gonna be selling options. Mainly we sell options here. Why I'm not gonna be selling a straddle? Because so far we don't have a strategy builder on SyncQuote. Other protocols do have it. Everything is still very raw and very primitive for me to put it in this way, meaning that all these tools that we have in TradFi for people to open multiple legs, and they can analyze P&Ls. They can analyze P&Ls on certain dates, at certain IV changes, at certain prices. Everything that you can do in TradFi, we still don't have a tool that has all these features in DeFi. So it makes it hard for people to, let's say, copy me, or for people to try it out themselves and then calculate if they want to be in, if they will be in the profit, or if that's something profitable for them to do in the first place. So we're not going to be doing these. If you remember a few weeks, maybe a month or so back, I was doing the iron butterflies, I was doing these strangles, these straddles, because I was trying to make the math myself, but the amount of time that it took for me to do the math, check it out, calculate if it was going to be profitable or not, I was losing time, and precious time that eventually we will have these tools to work with. So we're not going to be doing any strategies like this. So with that being said, let's take a look at these options here on SyncQuote. Excuse me. So what we're looking for right now, actually, before I start, if you are doing this with me, when you go right here, you need to click this little button right here, and you will find a generate key token or something like this the first time that you log in, if that's the first time that you logged in this week, because now gasless trading is back again online. But if you have issues, even after generating the key right here, if you have issues opening a position right here, now SyncQuote has another website where you can go to. They duplicated the website for people who are not being able to use the gasless feature. You'll still be paying gas like you were these last few weeks. So let me check right here on SyncQuote. What is the website? Okay, the website is signature.syncquote.com. So if you tried already to open a position with the gasless feature that we have right now and you are not able to, you can just go to this website right here. Let me paste it on here. There you go. You're gonna see it down here in the comments, in the chat. So again, app.syncquote.com. It is for people who want to try the gasless trading. You need to go on the top corner again, as I showed, and generate the key right here. It will say something about generating key, whatever it is, I don't remember correctly. Once you do that, you should be able to trade everything. You won't need to approve the transaction on MetaMask, because it already will be approved and paid for by SyncQuote. SyncQuote is covering these fees by themselves. Okay. If it doesn't work, you go to the link in the description. So what we were talking about implied volatility being so low, you can see it right here. Excuse me. The current price is 18.29, and all these strikes all the way to 2K are very low. You can see 38%, 36%, 35% implied volatility, which is ridiculously low. And you can see that this affects the premium, because, for example, something that was around 50%, 10% away from the money before, you would be getting some sort of 4.5%, $4.50, maybe $5 in premium, and now you're getting 3.51. Excuse me. And you can see right here the delta is 7 delta. So even though this is a 44 delta rate, 44% implied volatility here, you're getting a very not bad deal, but just a very oh, now it's 260. See how it just corrected itself? You're getting a bad premium for the delta that you were looking for. So I personally, let's actually open trading view here. I personally wouldn't like to sell calls this week, but let's take a look at the charts before we do that, so we can decide which one okay, which one would be better for us. Let's go to the daily. Look, this last 2 weeks, very like sideways, like crab market for everything, you can see that the Bollingers are restricting a lot. This one, let me pull it up more. We actually need to put another, let me clone this right here. There we go. And we're gonna make it right here. I should have done this before, but apologies. Gonna be at 5. Okay, so this is our week. There we go. This right here is what we have this week, the range that we have this week. Now it is up to us to decide which one is better. Of course, if you remember, we are currently inside a now it is resistance. You can see that it broke again, then it went back down. It tried a couple of times. Now it is trying to break again. This whole thing is a resistance. Normally you see people drawing lines, but it's not a line. Sometimes it can be a range. You can see right here before it tested the top side of the range, and then it broke the range, but it got held up by the 1700 here, the support right here, and then it tested multiple times the bottom of the range, even the middle of the range here. It didn't break the middle of the range. Then it kept trying, and it broke the top range, but now it is back down. It is trying to go above that again. So very tricky to predict where the market is not going to go this week, because it hasn't done anything to prove that it's going to go the other way around. So let's see on the daily to see if we can find anything important for us. We can also consider this right here. This one I can mark with a line, horizontal ray right here. This one I can mark like this. We can consider this right here, which is the 1915, as a resistance as well, because if you look right here, since April, it tested a couple of times here. It tested, then it tested again right here. It broke, but it was a fake out here. So we can consider this. So we have two supports at the bottom. We have this range and this range, but we also have this resistance right here at the top. We have the top of this range right here and this range right here. Which, by the way, what do you guys think? How do you guys see the markets moving in the following weeks? I personally think we should, this is my opinion, we should see another stagnant week, but maybe this is the week that is going to break the pattern and just going to go up or down. What do you guys think? Where do you see the markets going this week? Excuse me. So let's take a look at the puts instead. Okay, let's take a look at the puts, what we have to offer here on the put side. You can see the IV for puts are way better. And you can see, for example, the 10% is paying a little bit more than what the 9% on the call side was paying. And still right here, this is a 60 delta, 6 delta, just like the other one. The 1650 is right around here. So below these two ranges right here. It is a good one, I think. What do you guys think? If we take a look right here, 1650 is right here. 10% above would be something. 10% would be the 2K or close to the 2K. So let's analyze the 2K as well. Guys are not seeing the screen. So the 2K, 260 in premium, 6 delta, 41. It was 44 before in the implied volatility. So maybe it is a weekly put this time. Let's run these numbers. Maybe 5.3, like the last time we traded. Erman says, I would expect a sideways market. Jojo says sideways, steady sideways. By the way, welcome Jojo. Welcome to the live stream. Let me actually move the camera, of course, as always, so you guys can see here. 5.3, no. We will actually need to go with 5.2 maybe. Okay. Okay, 5.2, we can make it. And actually, we can try to squeeze a little bit more. Maybe we go with 5.25, maybe. Right? Maybe 26. Let's go with 5.2 is fine. Let's see. 19, it was 1905. So let's pull up our calculator right here. 19.5. We'll divide this by the 1905 here, 0.57. So almost 1%. Actually, we can round it up to say it is 1% right here. 1% on this one, on the put side. And on the call side, if we go to the 2K, oh wow, even less than 1%. We can try the 1950, but it is only 6% right here, and I wouldn't feel comfortable selling this. So the 260 would be maybe 5.3 works here. Let's see. It does not, so it needs to be 5.2 as well. 5.2, request quote. 14. Okay, so this would be what? 1428. We'll divide this by 1905.57, was it? Yes. This 1.74%. Okay, so very little on both sides, but again, when we have low IV, we cannot expect huge returns from our positions. We cannot expect that because from a 30 IV to a 40 IV, there's a lot of difference. From a 40 IV to a 50 IV, there's a lot of difference as well. So the last time we sold, we had a 57, I think it was, IV on a 10% away from the break even was 10% away from the current price of the asset, and we were going for something like 4.5, I think it was, dollars per contract. So there's nothing we can do right here. So what I'm gonna do, let me see if I actually have some no comments. What I'm gonna do, the 1650 should be good for us. We're currently at 57 RSI, but if we go to the daily, we bounced back again. So this is a little bit bullish. The Bollinger Bands are very close. On the 4 hours, we are, going up. This one, we're going up again. Bollinger, very, very close. This one right here, we just touched the top, so not very bullish right here on the RSI. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for the 1%, so selling the 1650 put. And what I'm actually gonna be doing is hoping for the sideways market. This week we're hoping for a sideways market just so we can get that 1% premium. So we're gonna go with the 5.2 again. We request a quote. 1906, so we're getting a little bit more. So now let's try it out to see if we can open it with the gasless trading. I personally, this is the first time that I'm trying the gasless trading here. So let's go to sell an option. It should just pop up order placed, pending right on top right there. Let me see if you can see it on camera. Yeah, right here on the top. Okay, now it says sold, transaction succeeded. We can scroll down and there we go. We have it right here. We can actually go and see it better on portfolio. There we have it. We were able to open. Now the IV seems to go to increase a little bit. It is on 53. We actually got a better average basis. Okay, we got a better average right here. So if we do the calculation again, we do the 3.67 times 5.2. We actually got 19.8. Well, not really much more. Was 84.4, and we divide this by the 1905.57. Yeah, we got a little above 1%, not much though. Still, I think we opened a good position here. Erman, did you open a put or a call this week? Also, I don't know if Sleep Moneymaker is here. I haven't heard from him in a little bit, to be honest, just because of all these things happening. But yeah, if we have the range, he will be sending it here. Otherwise, he will be sharing it for sure on Discord. You sold a put as well, 1700. Okay, so you got a little bit more riskier than I did, which makes me feel good with my strategy. Yeah, let's see here. Yeah, I don't think we have the range on Discord. Yeah, no, we don't. No ranges here. But again, we can go and add our premiums that we collected here to the spreadsheet to track our group results. So you can see that I made a huge mistake last time, which caused the total for May to be negative. I was hoping it would be positive again, but it wasn't. You can see this was the May goal. Erman beat the goal. Dan beat the goal. So actually Erman almost beat the goal, and Dan got at 18% of his goal. You can see that the big mess up right here was my profits, was my losses here, actually not profit. Can you look at gamma levels? Of course. I looked at before the stream, so this is why I forgot to show everyone here. So let me look at there you go, it's open right here. I have these open for the 1750 has a positive gamma of 15.93, but now here's the crazy number. If we go up, look at this. If we go down, actually, the 1800 has 1,904 contracts. Okay, this is, we've never seen a number like this. Okay, so it is, at least for today, it is a huge support, for so to say, but it is a very strong number for Ethereum. I don't think Ethereum will go lower than 1800 today, because if you want to know a little bit more, I explained how Gamma works in I think 2 or 3 live streams ago, but you can also check them out on Pro Ember Data as well, and they have this tweet right here where they explain everything. If we actually go here, it will be explained way better, and this right here, assumption behind the trades. This, I think it was number 8 or 9. Okay, so on number 9 it says, if a strike has a negative level, underlying is more likely to move from there if things start to gain speed, and vice versa. If a strike has a positive gamma level, it will be more likely for the underlying asset to find some sort of resistance viscosity. So you can see how gamma can be a huge indicator for support and resistances. So you can see that for today, we're golden with the 1800 gamma, because there's a lot of contracts that need to be opened or neutralized by market makers at 1800. But for expiration, we have the 1700. The 1800 is actually minus 40, so there will be a little bit of fluidity here between the 1750 and the 1850. So since Erman sold the 1700, I think we're safe, to be honest, because it is still, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, the 1700 is the bottom of this range right here. So do you guys have, no, I don't want to try it, thank you. Do you guys have any more questions? This was a very short live stream, but we did our analysis. If I forgot anything, just let me know so we can take a look at it together, and I can try to answer your things. Wow. Future contracts for the S&P 500 are booming, are flying. So this is bullish news as well for crypto, mainly because crypto does tend to copy this a little bit. Let's see Bitcoin. How is Bitcoin doing? Bitcoin also seems to be very bullish. So yeah, that makes me positive for Ethereum as well, because since we sold ours right here. Of course, let's mark our week right here. It was the 1650, if I'm not mistaken. I want to draw this trend line right here, 1650. Let's do it. Go in the 4 hours so we don't mess it up. We can go whenever. We can do it whenever, actually. I wanted to put it right here. This one is actually right here. So we go to settings. We go 1650. Text, rewrite that we sold 1650. We actually are just gonna write the premium, right? How were we doing it last couple of times? Okay, the strike and the percentage. I want to keep it 50 and percentage 1% ROI. There we go. So now we have it marked right here. Let me save it. I don't think we have any questions, so I think we can end our stream right here. So I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. I hope it was informative. If you guys have any questions, again, I'm always available on Discord, on Sleep Money Club. If you're not part of the Sleep Money Club, it is the first or second link right here in the description. We have a 7-day trial where you can test everything, not only crypto options. You can test stock options. We have trading groups. We have a lot of alpha about airdrops, which I'm taking part of, because airdrops can give you, for just a couple of hours of trying things, it can give you up to $10,000 in airdrops if you do enough of these challenges and tasks that they asked you to. So for any questions, the Twitter as well, you can reach out on Twitter. Just DM me and I'll be glad to answer whatever questions you have. Apologies for the noise, for the coughing and the low voice this week. I hope next week I'll be better. And in 2 weeks, the scenario you will see will be different, because next Friday will be the last day you will see this scenario right here, because I'm moving on the 3rd. So the day after, I'll be moving to a new place, a bigger place for the family. So I'm excited. We will have a whole new scenario there to play with, to make it a little bit prettier for the videos. So hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, so I can see you were here watching these videos. And that's it. Take care. Peace.